Hey guys, welcome back to one of my readings. Today we're going to be going over the full moon. It's October 1st and we get 2 moons this month. I believe today is the harvest moon, but I'm only just starting to learn astrology, so I'm not going to go too into it. But I know there's a lot of powerful energies around and there's things that can be manifesting. So we're going to do a challenge regarding that. So what's coming through that you need to be aware of for this full moon for the upcoming month of October. We have 4 different options here. We have Totoro, we have the pink kitty, we have this owl, and then we have the bunny. So go ahead and choose which one resonates to you the most, and I'll see you at that timestamp. All right, welcome for everybody who chose Totoro. You're technically group number 1 today. So we can go ahead and see what we have here. I did pick out some oracle cards, but we'll go over those at the end. First, I kind of just want to see what Spirit's message is for you. So let's jump into it. And as always, if you like the messages you're getting, if you like what you're hearing, definitely please leave a comment down below or subscribe just to, so that way you're always notified for when these videos come out. So let's see here. What do we have that Spirit wants you to know? Ooh. We'll put those back in. Okay, so we'll start off with these. We have the Hanged Man and we have the Sun. So the Hanged Man and the Sun. So there's definitely opportunities here, but it seems like there's this stillness of not really wanting to move forward. So you're sort of stuck in a rut, and yet there's all of this energy, all of this power here. That's what I always get from the Sun. Okay, and then the 7 of Pentacles. So definitely treasuring the fruit at one's tree. What else is there here? And then we have death, so a change of some kind. So we have the Hanged Man, the Sun, the 7 of Pentacles, and then we have death. Now, I love the death card in this series. It looks like a phoenix. I always think of something being reborn out of the ashes. So to me, it never seems like even though something's coming to the end, like this is a great opportunity. It's something beautiful comes from this ending. So then we have the Lovers. We have the Page of Pentacles. Let's see, what else do we have here? We have the Emperor. Okay. And then we have the 10 of Pentacles. So from what I'm seeing, there's a stillness and it's, countered by the Lovers here. So I feel like maybe somebody or something that you hold a lot of value is actually holding you back. You don't want to move forward because of this thing or even this person. Then sitting on top of the Sun here, so we have the Sun, and right underneath we have the Page of Pentacles. So the Page of Pentacles, this is somebody sitting on the pentacle. It's like they've slain the dragon, or at least it's sleeping here. They have knowledge, they have a little bit of power, but they don't know how to go forward. And that's very contradictory to the Sun. So it's like it's telling you that there's opportunities here, but you're unwilling to move forward with them. Then there's the 7 of Pentacles, so there's lots of fruit available to you. This is someone who they take the concept of the Pentacles in a card like the Page of Pentacles. The Pentacle is clearly like this item, and because it's encaged in the rock, it's similar to the Devil card, where the human's the one who's encaged and the devil's on top manipulating it. In this, the person is unable to get to the Pentacles, and it seems like it's their own doing. They've caged the Pentacles, and so now they no longer have access to it. Here, this person has gone and they've grown their pentacles. So the pentacles are more like fruit. They're benefiting from these items. So when we compare that with the Sun, you have all these opportunities, you have all these blessings coming to you, but you're not seeking them out. And it's probably because of the Hanged Man here and possibly whoever's in the position to fill in this Lovers card. And then we have the 7 of Pentacles and the Emperor. So the Emperor is always to me somebody who's very like kind of manipulative. They take control of the situation. So if they're manipulating the fruits of their labor, it could almost mean, especially with like the background of the Lover's card, maybe this person is manipulating you and you're letting them because you're the Hanged Man. You're not moving forward with this. So it seems like Spirit's trying to say that with this relationship, whatever this is, if it's a person, if it's a job, something, if you end that relationship and you let something else take forth, a renewal of some kind, then you'll be blessed with the 10 of Pentacles. And this is somebody who has made, like, I don't even know how to explain this. She's shrouded in these pentacles, like the pentacles become her fortress, but there's nature in there too. She's sided with the dragon. This is somebody who's taken on everything. So it seems very clearly with this reading, with all the power manifesting from this full moon, it seems like Spirit's trying to tell you now is a great time to take advantage of this energy and let whatever this is go. So if it's, you know, a significant other, if it's like a hostile job environment, whatever this is, if you let it go, it seems like you're going to have this opportunity for something better. So let's go ahead and see what oracle cards we have for you. So we have the buffalo, and then we have the ant. So it could quite possibly be that right now you view yourself as an ant. I don't know if you can really see this. It's kind of a dark card. Where if you just think of yourself as on a soul basis, I'm going to put it down since it's hard to see. You may find that you feel a little insignificant. You may find that you're not your own queen ant, and that could be because of whatever this is. So maybe you're just a worker ant, or maybe you're not the one who's making all the decisions in the house, whatever that is. But Buffalo is here to remind you that even as an ant, like, you're strong, because ants, you know, they don't see themselves, or we don't see them as just one little creature. They come in an entire, colony of ants. You need more than one ant to like make the, wow, I'm rambling. And basically, one single ant doesn't make the whole. Like, that entire colony is the collective consciousness of the ant. They're all working together in a synchronization to create great things. And the strength of the buffalo is to remind you of that. It's to tell you that even if you see yourself as insignificant, you are actually great. You are out there with the capability of doing great things, just like the buffalo would. So from the smallest ant to the biggest buffalo, like, you are actually a strong and capable individual. You don't need whatever this is to hold you back. You can do it on your own. You have the strength. It's not the strength card, but the sun card has its own strength. It can help you manifest things with that energy and that power, especially with the death card here too. Like, this card is very manifestation. Like, this card, it rebirths everything. It regenerates that, and it creates new things from the ending of the old things. I feel like a lot just wants to be said right now. We have two other oracle cards though. So we have the thunder. So this signifies some kind of big dramatic change. This is essentially destiny approaching. You can see that with more buffalo. If you can make that out, there's a herd of buffalo or bison crossing the threshold here as these two, you know, galactic things hang out in the background. I can't tell if that's the sun or if they're moons or not, but like, change is coming. So you have the buffalo or the bison appearing twice with this. That's really cool. And then we have the journey. So this is the step towards adventure. It's saying adventure is calling you. So it definitely seems like Spirit wants you to know that you don't need to hang on to this energy here. With the buffalo, with the thunder, the journey, letting you know that, you know, you're not insignificant. You can move forward and know that ending whatever this negative thing is for you and just trusting in the journey, like, good things are going to come out of it for you, especially with this 10 of Pentacles. All right. Well, group Totoro, it looks like Spirit had a great little message for you. This is really exciting energy, lots of big momentum in this. I hope it resonates really well, and have a great day, guys. Hi, group number 2. So if you chose the pink little kitty, this is group number 2. She's the Sakura kitty. She's got little cherry blossoms here. I'm really excited to jump into this reading. We just got a really good message for group number 1, so I'm hoping we get the same. Essentially, with the full moon, we're getting 2 of them in October. There's a lot of significant energy coming through. So Spirit's trying to let you know the best ways that you can use this energy to manifest, the best outcome from you. So besides the cards, we are going to be looking at oracle cards too. I have 2 of 2 different decks pulled out. So we got animals, and then we have the shaman oracle. What is it called? It's called the Mystical Shaman Oracle deck. I always keep forgetting the mystical part. Okay, so let's see here. I can't get the cards to just jump out too much. That would be really cool if they started to jump the way some of them do, but I'm still getting used to the shuffling thing. Oh my, and then I just mess up like that. Okay. Let's just reshuffle it quick. We have 3 cards. We just need at least 1 more to get this started. Okay, let's see here. Perfect. Okay, so to begin, we have the 10 of Wands. So we're already stating that there's a lot of power going on here. The 6 of Swords. So even though there's dark energies around, we're still pretty content. We're level-headed. Then we have the 8 of Wands, so manifesting wishes with all that power. So this is looking pretty good. And then we have the Ace of Cups, so the beginnings of new relationships, emotions coming through. Let's see if we can get any kind of clarification on these. Okay, so even though there's the 10 of Wands, now we have the 10 of Swords. Very contradictory. So the 10 of Wands with this great power, you have this magical kingdom, this magical house kind of resting on a tree growing out of this woman's back. Like she's just birthed all of these different things out of her back. And even though she carries those burdens, like it's very grandeur, there's a lot of life held within that. But then with the 10 of Swords, there's an immense amount of overthinking. This person, she is so overcome with her mind that she's being pulled away, and it almost looks like this, veil, this red veil is just blood coming out of her back, which, coincidentally is where the home is. So with all this great power comes, well, I guess great responsibility. I don't know, but at least great anxiety. So then we have this more serene card, and Judgment. So whatever's on your mind, it looks like you have already, come up with a decent judgment towards it. But let's see what the rest of the cards say quick. Or maybe it's telling you need it. Okay, all right, I got the jumper card I wanted. I got 2, okay. So then we have the 3 of Wands, and we have the King of Cups. Okay, so with the 8 of Wands and the 3 of Wands, so the 8 of Wands is telling you that you have wishes that you want to bring to life, and the 3 of Wands are saying that you're ready to start the journey to do this. So you've already had the idea, you've already planned it out. The next thing you need to do is just take that step forward and actually make it come true. And then to go from the Ace of Cups to the King of Cups, this is saying that you want love, you've found inspiration for love, but then the King of Cups is saying that you probably already have all of that. So these are emotional cards, but while one is the introductory of emotion, the King says that you have everything you need. Your bowl is full, you have all of these friends and family with you. So this is such an interesting reading so far, where we have with the 10 of Wands and the 10 of Swords, so you have everything that you need, you have all of the potential, but your mind is running amok and it's overwhelming you. So you're taking the steps to try to calm that mind and have some reflection and relax a little bit. because you want to make these dreams come true. And Judgment's telling you that if you keep going down this path, you're going to have success with it. And there's a lot of emotion backing this. So this is something you really want to do. And the success shows that if you go through with it, you can have it. That's what the King's saying. But let's get some clarification with our oracle cards. So we'll start with the animals first. So we have the whale and we have the bear. So with the whale, I mean, that's big dreams. The whale is showing that things that are unaccomplishable can be accomplished. That's what I'm getting with this card. And the reason why I say that is because even though the whale is heavy, the whale cannot survive on land. In the water, it's as light as a feather, right? I mean, probably not literally, but you can move mountains with the whale, and it's surrounded by water. Water is what does that. Water is the cup card. Cups represent water. Water is your emotions. So your emotions are going to help carry you through whatever this problem is, whatever you're facing. And the bear is here to protect you through it. I always see bear as just the protector card. Bear resonates with me a lot. This card not only protects you, but it gives you the strength to protect your dreams, your goals, your wishes, your friends, your family. You have so much strength from the bear because the bear is the mother card, right? The bear comes out of hibernation. It knows how to relax, take it easy. It knows how to gorge itself and be plentiful. Like, it can be as happy as it needs to be. But when push comes to shove, bear's there to protect you, to protect its loved ones. So then we have the magic card. So the magic card is telling you to remember your dreams, and that your dreams and your intention are what give you power, where the earth card reminds you to appreciate things. So whatever is on your mind, what I'm getting at is that with these swords cards, you are 2 in the head. In order to make these dreams come true, have that intention, appreciate what's around you, trust in yourself to move mountains and make things happen. Don't overthink it. This is what's holding you back right here, is the 10 of Swords. By overthinking it, you're not going to see a lot of progress. So you need to have trust. I think that's what Judgment's here to tell you, because it stands right next to the 2, the 10, it's facing the 10 of Swords, and it seems to just be a blockade. If you take this out, this is a perfect reading. This is telling you that you have all of the power, you're making your dreams come true, and you're going to see a great amount of emotional success. But you put these in there, and it's like Judgment's protecting you from the 10 of Swords. It's saying, no, you need to go, because you're 2 in the head about this. If you're just getting into, this kind of spiritual, witchy stuff, manifestation, trust in your power. That's a lot of what this is that magic comes from manifesting goals, manifesting desires, but also trusting in your own power to just make it happen. You can't, wish or tell yourself, I'm going to win the lottery, if you don't play. So with actual magic, there's a lot of practice that comes from it. But it looks like you have everything here to make it come true. You need to stop looking at things so literally, stay out of the head, stop worrying so much if you can try. Just try to appreciate the things that are near you, and then trust in your intentions and your dreams, and they'll start to come true for you. That's what manifestation is. That's what magic is. So yeah, whatever has been on your mind, Spirit's telling you that if you can just start appreciating the magic around you and trust that it'll happen, you should see some pretty positive results during this month. All right, thanks, group number 2. Hope you enjoyed that reading. Hi guys, so if you chose the little tawny owl here, then you get to be group number 3. With this reading, I did choose some oracle cards because this is a big reading. So we have oracle cards from the Mystical Shaman Oracle deck, and then we have oracle cards from the Wild Elemental Oracle deck. But we'll get to those after we've pulled some cards. I'm trying to do something a little more standard where we get the 4 cards and then we get clarification cards to explain what's going on. And with this reading, it seems like what Spirit's biggest message is that because we have 2 full moons this month, we're trying to look at what are things that can get manifested. What are things that are going to resonate and manifest for you? And then, what guidance does Spirit give to explain how we're going to get this manifested? So it's really exciting. Been seeing some pretty big outcomes, lots of really good messages. I guess maybe you get 5 cards. Cool. Okay. So first we start off with the Empress. All right. So more manifestation. The Empress is somebody who can make everything happen. Generally with the Empress, you get a lot of feminine energy. So what she's throwing up here is essentially a visual version of what her womb could be as a woman. So anything, all possibilities can come out of this. She can birth everything. But because this is, magic, it's not literally birthing things. She can make whatever she thinks come out. She can birth it to life. That's a really strong card to receive. Then we have followed by the Page of Swords. So this is someone who's currently nurturing an idea. So even though they're shrouded in what represents the negative aspects of the swords, which would be her mind, she's had this kind of inspiration idea, so she wants to give it life. She wants to give it clarity. So she's already manifested something. The Wheel of Fortune. So for whatever reason, because I keep talking about birthing, I keep thinking that there's like some kind of pregnancy involved, but obviously this could be different for all of you, whoever's watching this. But the Wheel of Fortune is definitely going to, represent life's many different opportunities that can come your way. It's normally a really positive card. Then we have the Four of Cups. So this is kind of longing, wishful, reflecting on things that have happened, followed by the Tower. So the Tower, that's sudden change, that's lightning striking the ground and causing things to burst. It's not necessarily an evil card. In fact, I don't see a lot of negativity to it. Yeah, the cap of this tower just pops off. But otherwise, the sudden strike, it can ignite anything. It's just change. From this moment forward, something is going to be different. It won't align to you anymore. So let's get some clarification. What do we have? What's the significance of the Empress, the Page of Swords, the Wheel of Fortune, the Four of Cups, or the Tower? Where did it go? So then we have the Six of Pentacles. This is another manifestation card. In the Six of Pentacles, this person is essentially throwing away his money to give life to something new. So it's not throwing away. You could think of it as like investing. He's investing his money to see new growth, but it's still manifesting. Without that investment, the growth may not happen. The Four of Swords, the clarity. So whatever intentions you have from the page, you've definitely been giving it a lot of thought. So then we have the Wheel of Fortune. What is the significance of the Wheel of Fortune? Okay, let's see. So with the Wheel of Fortune, we have the Five of Pentacles. So there's a lot of great opportunity here, but it seems that you're at risk of missing it. Now, even though the Wheel of Fortune doesn't look exactly like the window here in the Five of Pentacles, I always see them as one and the same because this doesn't even look like a wheel anyway. So the problem with this, why I call it a missed opportunity, is because if this was to be, a replacement for the Wheel of Fortune, your head's down, you're not acknowledging it. When this change is offering itself in the form of the butterfly, your head's down, you're not acknowledging it. And then we have grass that moves forward, trying to, touch you, trying to let you know that you're surrounded by nature, you're surrounded by life. And the character just ignores it. So whoever the Five of Pentacles is, that's somebody who is not acknowledging what's around them. So they're kind of just wallowing in pain. So then we have the Four of Cups. And here we have the Ten of Pentacles. So again, like that window shows up. It's different in all these pictures, but when I see the pentacles in this kind of, grandiose circular form, I think of the Wheel of Fortune. I get a lot of that energy in this. So with the Four of Cups and the Ten of Pentacles, it's almost like saying that you either have everything you need now, and yet you're not acknowledging it. So it's kind of like the Five of Pentacles. It makes me think of like celebrities where, we as just normal humans can see a celebrity having everything, absolutely everything they could ever possibly need or want. And then we ask, well, why are you anxious? Why do you have depression? Blah, blah, blah. Because to us, it seems like you have everything you could ever want. Like, what's there to be sad about? And that's what the cards are telling me. Like, you have everything that you want that's near you. You're giving life to it. You're not acknowledging it, though. You don't see the value in it, and so you're depressed. And I'm not saying that, celebrities don't have the right to be depressed. I'm sure they have all of their own personal things that we don't get to see, because there's always family drama, there's always illnesses, so I'm not undermining them, but that idea is what's coming to me with this. It's like with the Four of Cups, you're reminiscing about things, while I thought initially this could be self-reflection, paired with the Five of Pentacles, it just seems that there's something that's eating away at you, and it going in this diagonal form, it could be from the Page of Swords. If we keep going at this diagonally, it could be that maybe you did invest into something that meant a lot to you, you're protective about it, but in the end, the fruit wasn't there. You weren't able to grab hold of it. So let's see what the Tower is. The Tower could be that sudden change. Oh, okay, you got more cards. So then we have the Four of Wands and we have the Eight of Pentacles. So the Four of Wands, this is a lot of energy. It's a lot of graceful energy that's flowing through. And then we have the Eight of Pentacles, which is, again, another card that represents having everything that you already need. The spider fills its web with life source. That's what the pentacles are. The pentacles are life source for the spider. It gives life to the web, and it can then give life to the spider as well. Then we have the Four of Wands, which is bringing forth a lot of stuff. The Ten of Pentacles, you already have everything in that. The Wheel of Fortune designates that you should get everything. The Six of Pentacles is investment. The Empress is birthing life. And the Page of Swords is nurturing. So it seems that something is very on your mind, or maybe you did have everything, but you were disrupted by the Tower. So let's get some clarification with the cards. We have the snake twice. So we have the regular snake. Whenever I see it, if you can see it, when I think of the normal snake in this deck, I think of shedding the old skin to make way for the new. So, and that kind of goes with this as well. It's like it's this constant, it even zigzagged. We were pointing out zigzagging like a snake when it slithers across the ground. So change comes, it looks like it comes for you pretty regularly, but when it does, you take it with stride, you shed the old skin, and you just have this beautiful, markings. It's all slick and neat when you come out of it. And then we have the Cobra. And so the Cobra is a little more deadly. There's, the Cobra's got that nasty bite. It's a very venomous snake. So even though it can do the same that the normal snake card can, there's a bit of an edge to it. So that's very interesting. It's like how there's an edge to the reading. So even though there's all this opportunity for all these amazing things, something always happens, and that strike comes and it knocks you off your feet. So let's see here. Then we have the Crow. I keep forgetting to show these cards. So we have the Crow. Okay, so the Crow talks about speaking truth. So if you've been afraid, if you're holding back because of the Five of Pentacles just situated right here in the center, I think that's why this comes out with the Wheel of Fortune. Because the Wheel of Fortune is here to remind you that despite all of the hurdles that you've been having a really bumpy road, group number 3. Despite all the hurdles, even though it's really easy to, fall in despair and just think that nothing's going to go right for you, the Crow is telling you that truth is out there, that things will go right. See, with the Crow says to speak truth because then truth becomes actuality. It's like talking about affirmations. When you declare an affirmation, you're saying it because you want that to be true. To you, that is your truth. The whole thing with today's affirmation. So, an example, they say, go look in the mirror every morning. you know, right after you're done brushing your teeth, you look in the mirror and you say, I'm a beautiful person and great things will happen to me. You can say that all as much as you want, but if you don't believe in it, it's probably not going to happen. But the whole point is because when you say that, when you speak it out and you mean it and you know it to be true, you begin to manifest that into your life. So when you look in the mirror and you say, I am a beautiful person and great things are going to happen to me, and you say that every single day with meaning, then what you're going to do is you're going to begin to look at yourself and you're actually going to see like, no, I am a beautiful person. And you're going to start recognizing all the different events coming into you, and you'll see the benefits of them, and you'll realize that good things are coming. So right now you're not doing that. That's what the Five of Pentacles is saying. That's why it's here. You've become defeated from all of these hurdles, from all of these sudden changes. You're overwhelmed by it. But Spirit wants you to know, especially with this month, today is a great day. Because as the 1st of October, you now have the opportunity to dedicate the 31 days of October to the 2 full moons, to yourself, to start these affirmations, to start speaking truth into your life, because Spirit says that if you can follow this path, you'll start to turn your luck right up, and you'll have success. You'll see it. So then we have fire. So fire says that this is transformative. You know, there's chaos and there's beauty in fire, but you can take advantage of that. So even though fire can come at lightning strike and burn away a forest with all that chaos, that doesn't mean that you can't handle that power. You know, man had to find a way to take control over fire somehow, and then they did. And now we use fire to cook. We have all these different things that fire can assist us with. So it's saying use fire, take control of that fire, become the firebender that you are, and use it to manifest more beauty into your life. You can even do like a fire ritual tonight if you want, because it's the full moon, which BT-dubs, if you can't get to it tonight, you can still take advantage of the full moon's power for the next, I think, 2 days. And so you could do just a little ritual to cleanse away negativity if you want, where you just write down the things in your life that are negative that you want to get rid of, and then you just burn it. Obviously, practice safe burning. You don't want to burn your house down or your apartment down or wherever you live, but you can use that fire to smite away the pain, the negativity, and start your affirmations. Start it today. Do a journal. Speak to it in the mirror. Spirit's telling you that you have the ability to make all of this come true and take control of the chaos that you're currently going through, because even though there's a lot of chaos here, there's a lot of beauty here as well. You just need to get back into that groove. Wow, that was a really powerful reading. Okay, well, group Taniel, I hope you enjoyed that and that this resonated with you. I'd like to hear how this venture goes. You know, definitely leave me a comment below. You can follow me on Twitter. It's at willowwitch8, I think. But yeah, let me know what this goes. Let me know what your affirmations are. I'd love to hear them. Either way, happy full moon, and I'll see you later. Bye, guys. All right, hey guys, welcome to your reading. So if you chose the bunny, you get to be group number 4. Really excited to jump into this. It definitely, there's no denying it now. Spirit is out here wanting you to know about the great things that you can manifest in your life during this month. October this year is a very powerful month. It starts and ends with a full moon. So we have a full moon today, October 1st, and then we end on the 31st with the full moon as well. So there's, if you ever get into any kind of witchy things, full moons are definitely great opportunities to manifest change, because you have the changing of the moons, the lunar cycles essentially. So they're really good ways to take advantage of this. Yep, and whatever you need to change, it's rushing forward to you, or maybe you're rushing into it. The devil. Okay, so we have the Chariot, we have the devil, we have our card of longing or self-reflection, the 4 of Cups, and then we have the King of Wands, which is very strong and powerful. Okay, so there's a lot of power here that's rushing forward, but we have a couple of things that seem to be holding us back right now. So let's look at the rest of these. And then I did pull 2 oracle cards from the Wild Elemental Oracle deck, and then I also have 2 cards from the Mystical Shaman Oracle deck that we're going to go over as well. Okay, so the Page of Pentacles. So things want to move fast, but you're kind of holding them back. So there's opportunities coming your way, but you're not jumping towards them. That's interesting. So let's figure out why that is. So then with the Devil card, we have the Star. Maybe you're caught up in some kind of fantasy right now that's limiting your beliefs. Then we have the 5 of Wands. So while you're doing self-reflection, there's a lot of chaos. So possibly it's saying that you should be reflecting to kind of get over the chaos. Oh my goodness, cards. Okay. Then with the King of Wands, oh, look at that. You get a 5th card too. So you have the 2 of Wands, which is an embarkment or the start of. And then we have the Emperor, who's in full control of everything. And, I'm sorry for the poor quality. I do have a professional camera coming. It's on its way. Hopefully I'll get it next week. We'll see. Okay. So the Chariot and the 2 of Wands, these are definitely, along with the King of Wands, and the 5 of Wands too, honestly. The Wand cards and the Chariots, I think, are very tied together. So with the 2 of Wands, this is past the point of inspiration. This is you plotting together everything that you need, and you have the power to do it with the King of Wands here. As this person has all of the power coming out of its wands, this person barely has any. So what it's telling you is that you need to focus on how to, what's the word I want? And manipulate the power, take control of it, recognize it. You're currently in like the baby stage of power, of wielding power. Yeah, learn how to wield your own power. There we go. With the 4 of Wands, this is going to be with your spirit, your energies. There's a lot of chaos and muddlement going on. So you might have days where you feel kind of depressed and lonely and lethargic. And then you have other days where you're just all over the place, bouncing off the walls. Your emotions are springing back and forth right now. And it's probably because of the potential and the fact that you're not harnessing anything. So then, you have this great idea that you want to do, whatever this opportunity is, it's rushing forward, but you're just sitting on it. And you might be sitting on it because of this. So I think the Devil card right here is, what it's doing is it's signifying an aspect of yourself that isn't being harnessed yet. So Devil cards, these can always be addictions. These can be things controlling you, and you're just not ready to let go of it because the devil sits above you, playing with your heart while you're down below, in the fetal position, trying to fight back, and yet you just can't seem to break away. And the opportunity to break away is always there. You could always just move forward and get on with your life, but you let the devil toy with your heart. And the real thing that we need to figure out is what currently is controlling you, what's controlling you and making you not seek through everything. Because with these cards sitting in the center, to me, that reflects what you are. So these are the opportunities around you, how you're handling the opportunities, but this is you in your current position. With the Star card, wishing upon a star, you could just be too in your head. It may be that the potential is here, but you need to ground yourself. You're too flighty. So whatever this dream is that you want to bring into fruition, the Emperor says that you can do it. The Emperor commands that it happens. He, to me, is, with the horns, he makes me think of the Devil card. So he's a very, I don't want to call him manipulative. He's not a bad card in the reading at all. He's not bad for it at all. But I think of the king, the emperor. He can do whatever he wants. And that's probably you in this card. You're the emperor. You can do whatever you want. But right now, the devil is holding you back. And with the Star card on top of it, signifying it, I see, and with this card all in your head, like I think right now you're kind of stuck in a fantasy. So you have a goal you want to manifest, but you're not laying down the groundwork. Two of Wands needs you to lay down the groundwork. Page of Pentacles wants you to sit on and, contemplate everything. Before you start making bold decisions and moving forward, it wants you to have a plan. Once you have a plan, and you can make this less of a fantasy and more of a reality, the Chariot says it's going to rush through. So you have a great idea, whatever it is. And the Chariot and the King of Wands says that once you get the... Sorry about that, guys. I guess I ran out of space on my computer, so it ended the video. I'm back now. I have everything in order. Best part is, while I was waiting for things to kind of get back, my camera got delivered, the good one. So next video, we get to use the good camera. And it looks like I have to start putting all this on a memory drive for when I'm recording, which is fine. But yeah, let's get back into it. So before I jump any further, I'm just taking these cards at card value. But again, we do have oracle cards picked out. So let's go ahead and see what these have to say. And then see how it may change the reading if it does. It looks like we have the Heron, and then we have the Roadrunner. So immediately, I definitely think, when I think of the Heron, I think of this Four of Cups card, this person who's staring out at their reflection in the lake. This is just such an elegant card. Even though it can kind of seem a little sad, like there's nothing remotely wrong with it. It has a lot of really great negativity, and she's just a well-grounded character, which makes me think of the Heron. If you can see this, the Heron card, if you think of a heron, they walk around the water. They're very water-based, just like the Four of Cups is. And they stand proud, and they're elegant while they walk too. And it just seems like they take everything by stride. They're very calculating. Then when we think of the Roadrunner card, which you got, if you can see this, that makes me think immediately of the Four of Wands, somebody who's just rushing all over the place, trying to get a lot done. So maybe what these are saying is that this Four of Cups card, it's not a bad card. What it's saying is that you're kind of all over the place right now trying to make this come true, which immediately starts making the Page of Pentacles seem less like you need to ground yourself. It's not that the idea isn't realistic. It's that you have unrealistic expectations of how to make it happen. So you definitely can make it happen. The Chariot and the King of Wands tells you that. But the Two of Wands, maybe this is telling you that your approach is what needs to change. So it's not that you need to contemplate it and look at this from a realistic level. What it's saying is that you're way over your head trying to accomplish it. Maybe you need to let go and delegate some things, or maybe you need to tell yourself, okay, if you have a list of things you want to accomplish, don't try to accomplish them all at once. Let go of some of the things that aren't as important and let those be goals that you achieve later. And that could be what the Two of Wands is saying. Because if the Ace of Wands is the inspiration, the Two of Wands is starting to plan it out, like starting to see what you need to make the dream come true. So I definitely see you very, with all of this chaotic energy, you have an idea of what you need, but now let's try to organize it a little bit and not get over our heads. Let's stop running around like the Roadrunner and start looking at it from a more calculating and measured point of view. So then we have the Sorcerer card. So the Sorcerer, this is for you to look inward and to recognize. It shows how you can affect others, and it tells you to change your mindset. So that definitely goes with the Five of Wands as well. The Sorcerer is saying to start being more contemplative, because there's a lot of power in what you say, what you do, your actions, your thoughts. And right now you need to redirect all of this chaotic energy. You need to harness it the way the King of Wands is, because that is when you'll stop feeling overwhelmed. You'll take control of these things that are eating at you, and then your desires will rush through like the Chariot. Next, we have the Hummingbird. So the Hummingbird talks about taking bold action, stop dawdling on, pain that may have been holding you back, and just trust that things are going to take its course, run its course, and that things will go the way you want. So that's probably what this is. It's too painful for you to let go of the control. But because you're not letting go of the control, you're becoming very erratic about everything. And so you're not seeing any success. You're not, reaping the fruits of your labor. And so the hummingbird tells you that it's okay. Don't be afraid of this. Let it go. Have the heron mindset. Be like the Four of Cups and the Page of Pentacles, and just, reevaluate things and start doing things one step at a time. Don't start leaping forward. You waste way too much energy that way, and you actually end up taking even longer. It's almost like the story of the rabbit and the hare. So you're in both very, regardless of if you're the rabbit or the hare, what did I just say? Anyway, you're the rabbit, right? So regardless of if you're the rabbit or the tortoise, the destination's still going to be the same. Right now, you are the rabbit. That's why you chose this. You're rushing towards that destination. You're ruining all your energy because you're focusing on so many things. You're becoming overwhelmed, and you're probably putting off a lot of things that need to be done as well. And in the end, you end up being the last one to the finish line. You know what? And then the chariot's like a race too. Oh my goodness. Okay, so what it's telling you is that even though you chose the rabbit card, you need to be more like the tortoise. Take your time, be calculating, measure out exactly what you need to do in order to achieve your goal. And then, despite your slow pace, the goal will rush forward for you. You will start seeing it, and you'll start seeing the results a lot faster than you would if you kept being the cute little bunny here. So wow. It's definitely, there's a great insurmountable amount of power that comes from October, from the 2 full moons that we're going to see. And you can harness that. You can use this to take control of these habits that are overwhelming you and keeping you from your goals. And in doing forth, you'll actually see your goals a lot faster. So I hope this reading resonated with you. Sorry that my camera or whatever stopped filming and I had to jump into it halfway through. I know it doesn't really affect you because you just see it as a blip, but I think it was a good thing. It gave me time to kind of reflect over everything I was seeing. So this is a good reading for you. If this resonated, if you see yourself, if you feel like you were overwhelmed, tell me about it. Leave me a comment down below, or you can always follow me on Twitter and, talk it out there. It's always good to throw a couple cards down too, just to personalize things a little bit. I'd love to hear from you. Otherwise, always remember to like and subscribe, and I hope you guys have a great day.